Hello, hello, deja vu. We are back. Welcome to a re do of a new Marvel Champions article, but this time it's gonna be much better because we have Villain Theory here with us. How you doing, Villain?
I'm actually doing really good. I'm really excited for this. I'm slightly uncomfortable though, because I know you've seen the article and you know what's kind of coming up here. Whereas I am completely unprepared. And I feel like I'm usually the one like doing these nerdy analysis things, deep dives and things. And the one time I was like ahead of you, I was the one ahead. So this is new territory and I feel vulnerable.
Nothing to feel vulnerable about. I'm actually pretty excited that we're doing it this way. I walked through the article on a live stream a couple hours ago, and I think that's going to help me walk us through the article because there were a lot of confusing parts that I was able to figure out after I read the article, but I think it's going to be nice to have that understanding as we go into it. But you have not seen anything, or have you seen a sneak peek here or there?
I heard a little bird told me like it was more complicated maybe than they expected is maybe a way they kind of phrased it. But all I have seen is the image everyone's seeing here, and you're saying you got a bit like confused or like lost in the article, or whatever. I'm seeing a guy here without a shirt. He's parked his car really badly, and I'm thinking, how complicated can this guy be?
Right, right. It I think yes, that is a very good description. He is more complicated than I was expecting. What's up, the Hills Have Nerds? How's it going? Time to get swole. Before we dive into it, I just want to talk about how sick this art is up here in the top. If you can see my cursor, Zeus behind him, got a lightning. Just I don't know, man. It just like the art looks so freaking good.
I think the appropriate word here would be like epic, like actually
Epic,
epic.
actually epic. So instead of like reading through the article, I figured I would walk through kind of his cards and we can talk a little bit more amongst the mechanics, which the article typically gives us some insight on how it's going to play. But since I've already read that, I want to just dive directly into the mechanics. All right. Does that work for
Let's
you?
do it.
Alrighty, so we're
Yeah.
gonna start out with his alter ego, which is Hercules. It turns out Hercules' alter ego is Hercules. Um,
Crazy.
so so Hercules, you want to go ahead and read us uh the alter ego?
I just want to say almost disappointed because Thor's alter ego is Odin's son. I was hoping it'd be like, oh, son of Zeus or something. Yeah, but I guess that's not a thing they do with him. You want me to read it? So
Yeah.
okay, full recovery. It's pretty nice. That makes me look at his hit points, which is 14. Pretty nice. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
this guy's probably got limitless stamina. That's how he wins his trophies. And so 6 alter ego, always a good sign for demigod characters. Looking at 4. Um, So he begins the game with a labor deck and a gift. Hang on, I might need to enhance.
Zoom enhance.
Um, yes, with a labor deck and a gift deck. So he's got 2 side decks. What the heck is this? See
Yep.
insert. This is giving me Doctor Strange, and this is all see insert about the side deck. That's kind of fun. New labors of Hercules. Okay, I'm liking all these references. I've only read about him very briefly in the comics, and basically what I see is he shouts and he like leaps at people. That's what I saw. So I don't know anything about like how the mythology is translated into the Marvel comic universe, which is interesting. So he's got this action. If there is no labor card in play, reveal the top card of the labor deck. Again, giving me invocation vibes, but I'm sure it's very different. And the Olympus trait is the only thing I think I haven't read.
And I believe this is the first Olympus trait we've seen because the Hercules ally only has Avenger, right?
Oh, really?
I think so. Maybe not.
I feel like I've seen it, but I probably haven't seen
Okay.
that.
Okay. So yeah, so we have two different decks that start in play. There's a labor deck and a gift deck. Before we go through each one of those, I do want to have you look at the hero card, and then we will look at all the labors, and then we will look at all the gifts, because I think that's a little bit more interesting of a path forward. So here's our
Okay.
hero card. Ah, I did the wrong thing.
Okay. Do you want me to read this guy out?
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting stat line I'm seeing here: 1 fort, 3 attack, 2 defense. Definitely a punchy guy. Avenger and Olympus. And I did actually quickly look up the minion ally. Sorry, it's villain inferior. Allies, minions, it gets blurry. The ally does have the Olympus and Avenger
Oh, okay,
trait, so
cool,
it's kind
cool.
of a mirror.
Nice.
Atonement response. After a labor card is added to the victory display, now I'm getting cable kind of stuff. After it's added to the victory display, put the top card of the gift deck into play. Ready, Hercules. You may flip to alter ego form. Limit once per phase. Oh, and hand size 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So there are these labor cards, which is what we're going to go into next, that all have victory on them. Whenever you do that, you get to ready and you get to flip to alter ego form. And so it's really cool to see a flip on a hero ability. I think that's pretty nifty.
Yeah. You probably know more. I don't know how often I can trigger this, if it's gonna be once every few turns or if it's every turn. I'm not sure but that's it's giving go down to alter ego, do whatever you need, and then come back or something. Give me a bit of like double life, like Miles Morales has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And important to note that the Hercules, or you can flip to alter ego form, and when you flip down to alter ego form, you can then put the next labor card into play.
So that's what the action is. If there's no labor card, reveal it. Cool.
Yeah. To answer your question, 3 times throughout the game, because there are 3 labor cards and 3 gift cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first labor card, which is defeat the Hydra. Now, I'll read this one just to give you a quick break. This does have victory 0. This is the labor card that gets put into the victory display, triggering that response to ready and then flip down to alter ego. But when you reveal this card, you find a non-elite minion with at least 6 printed hit points. You attach it, you reveal it, heal all damage, and attach this card to it. It gets plus 6 hit points, gains the elite trait, and it cannot take damage except from Hercules' attacks.
Okay. My first thought is, what if there's not a minion with at least 6 printed hit points in the scenario?
It's a really good take. Part of the article states that you can search set-aside Nemesis sets, and there is one in there.
Right.
So
it says find. But does
Yeah.
that include set aside, I guess? I don't know. Cool.
It does. It does.
Okay.
That was confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I wanted to quickly say, when you said defeat the Hydra, my mind went to defeating like Marvel Comics, like evil organization Hydra. Then I saw the art and my brain looked at the creature, but then it saw like the closed door of the Hydra symbol. So it's like, they covered both.
The art in this set is absolutely fantastic. There's a couple of different split arts like this throughout the entire like set. It's really cool. What's up, Chad? How's it going, by the way? Spanish community is watching. What's up? Love the time split art on these labor. Yeah. Love that they actually are going into his myth. Yeah. So minimum 12 hit points. You cannot damage it other than Hercules' attacks, meaning no allies, no supports, no off damage, because they did say it cannot take damage except from his attacks. And so if you have, trying to think of like bombs away, which I don't think he has aerial, but that's not an attack. He can't take damage from it.
Well, that's interesting. So if Hercules used non-attack damage, it doesn't work.
Right.
Okay. I was just thinking like, wait, minimum like 6 hit points and then plus 6. It's like, 12 hit points. And it gains elite, so that's sneaky. Because there's that new, I can't pronounce it, coup de grace, whatever card it is, that targets non-elite, just removes them. Not anymore, not with this.
Yep.
So if I'm doing something that makes me get a 12 HP minion in, A, this character better have a lot of damage. But B, better be a really good gift.
Right. Wikipedia, good point. The retaliate would not damage this minion either. So if you stacked retaliate, or if you had like an electrostatic armor, or if you had damage that was not attack damage, it does not hurt this minion.
Good point.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Okay, we're going to look at the next one, which is Embody Pathos. So I'll go ahead and read this one. Same thing. I think the card, the way that it is like worded is more confusing on the initial read, but this is effectively the same thing, except you're finding a side scheme that's not in play, revealing it, attaching this card to it, and placing 6 additional threat on the side scheme, and then it gains assault.
Okay.
So, and threat cannot be removed from the attached scheme except by Hercules' thwarts. But since he does have the 3 hit or the 3 attack, it's a little bit easier for him to basic thwart it. But minimum 8 threat.
I guess so. I don't know what side scheme he has like always set aside for like to always be an option. How much threat is on that? But there are some side schemes in the game with like 1 threat, right? So like very rare.
Yeah. Oh, like Overrun, I think from Risky Business does have
Mutagen.
one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe Sand Trap or something in Sandman, but
Mm-hmm.
not in the hard scenarios.
Yeah. It's a lot of threat. Also, I will go
Yeah.
ahead and say that we did not get any peek into his Nemesis set. It was just called out in the article that we can search his Nemesis set for the minion.
Right. But obviously it's gonna be a side scheme, and the same kind of thing would probably apply.
Sure. Yep. And it does say find an encounter side scheme. I assume they're trying to say it cannot be a player side scheme. Is that how you read that?
An encounter side scheme, yeah. That reads to me as absolutely non-player side scheme. There's no way you could consider a player side scheme as an
Bummer.
encounter side scheme.
I kind of assumed
That'd
that.
be amazing.
Yeah, right. I kind of assumed that it was going to be the player side scheme would not work, but I didn't know if there's any other implications by them using the words encounter side scheme versus. But I think it is just find a non-player side scheme and put it in
The only way I could like interpret encounter differently than just any sort of bad non-player one is like one belonging specifically to like if we're against Zola, find like test subjects or something.
Sure.
Like find one of his own, not a modular set one. But I think that'd be really restrictive here. Yeah, so I feel like it probably does just mean any bad one.
Skelly was excited by this one for a second because I thought a great responsibility to choose this, but you can only put laborers into play in alter ego, and this is yeah. That's,
well, couldn't somebody else in multiplayer do that?
Potentially yes, because threat cannot be removed, but you can great responsibility, which prevents it from being placed. So I believe yes.
I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's
not for the
really...
person taking 6 damage.
Yeah, well, or Colossus, right? Like,
yeah,
if they have a tough status card or something, you could probably gamify it a lot like that. So we've seen 2. What do you think that third labor card is going to be design wise?
I actually have no idea because side schemes and minions are like the little things that come out that like stick around on the board. I mean, I guess attachment would be the other thing that sticks around on the board, or obligation. It'll have to be a wild attachment to match like 8 minimum threat or like 12 minimum health though. So I guess I'll guess attachment, but I don't know.
Nice.
I guess all of these are attachments, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, you're totally good. It was an obligation. You want to read this one?
Oh no, I said it. Yeah. So this one is protect humanity. Okay. So labor uses 3 labor counters. Victory 0, like the other ones. When revealed, find Amadeus Cho and put him into play. I got no idea that these characters even know each other. I've not reached this. This is interesting. Forced interrupt. When the villain would attack Hercules, choose one of your allies. The villain attacks that ally instead. After that attack resolves, if Hercules defended, remove 1 labor counter. Okay, I love this card.
Yeah.
I like that it's making you like protect your allies rather than your allies, chump block like quite often happens in Marvel Champions.
Yep. And Amadeus Cho is his signature ally. So good, just from an idea standpoint there.
Right. So when you reveal it, you get your own. You kind of gives you your signature ally.
Yep.
I need to read more comics. Cool. I do like that it says when the villain would attack Hercules, choose one of your allies, and I kind of feel like the villainous part of me is thinking, who should I sacrifice?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not ready to defend.
and the villain, yeah. I'm sorry, I lost it. It's gone. It's gone from me.
There's a lot going on with these cards already.
Yeah. The would attack Hercules part means when it initiates the attack. Yes. Yeah, so it's saying when the villain would attack Hercules, choose an ally. That's also saying like if you're playing in a 4-player game and you have Ironheart at the other end of the table, it does not work if Hercules blocks for one of Ironheart's, like the attack that's going against Ironheart. It has to target Hercules, initiate the attack, then you can remove that labor counter. And I do remember Amadeus Cho, I believe, is Braun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that came out of the initial stream, or the stream that I did earlier, which I thought was kind of cool. So those are, yeah. What's up? No, tell me.
I can say I've seen a little bit of him, and I feel like he's. Chat, let me know if I'm right. He seems like he's very arrogant. He's very confident. It's Amadeus Cho, and I guess Hercules probably is as well. I also want to say I find it really funny that let's say your other player at the table gets attacked, and you defend them. That doesn't count as humanity. You could defend another human, but it doesn't count.
Yeah. So what should these gifts look like as payoff
Big.
for big?
Well,
Give me a swing. Give me a swing. What are you thinking?
Okay, let me break it down real quick. I'm playing a hero who Ultra Ego. I've got like 6 hand size, some health. Like I don't know, nothing's really seeming to like give me anything. But I go down to hero form. Again, it's not giving me anything. Like okay, when I after a labor cut is added to the victory display, I get to ready Hercules and then flip to Ultra Ego. I mean that's a nice little bonus, but like that's not like crazy for dealing like 12 damage or something. I'm thinking put the top card of the gift deck into play. So it's like almost like an upgrade you get to use.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is it going to be passive or active or both? I'm going to say both. I'm going to say it's have a passive bonus and an action on it. And it's going to, I don't know. Does each one match each of the labors? Because
Nope.
I can see like
it is random which one you draw
Right.
from both the labor deck. So like we have chat talking about like if you draw a labor deck turn 1, you could be sitting with a 12 HP minion turn 1.
Right.
And then also the gifts are randomized as well. You get to put the top card of the gift deck into play.
Yeah. I think I misunderstood what you were saying now that I'm reading chat. And chat understands a lot more than me. Because obviously, yeah, you could have a different Amadeus Cho on the board. That's really funny. Okay, I'm just gonna guess that there's a damage one, a threat removal one, and I don't know, defense or healing one. But I don't know. 4 damage a turn on the damage one. Let's go for it. It's an upgrade that lets you do 4 damage a turn.
I like it. Silver, I do believe that this is the first time that we have 2 heroes that share the same ally. I do believe that is the case. I can't think of any other signature allies that have been doubled up before. And I like how they use 2 different names for it just so that there wasn't any conflict if you played with Ironheart.
Ooh.
Alrighty, so our first gift that we're going to be looking at is the Neiman Lion skin. Tell me, does this live up to what you were expecting?
Okay. Permanent gets +2 hit points in the game steady. That is not excited me at all. I mean, it's not bad. Response: after this card enters play, draw 4 cards. Okay. Well, I said 4 damage. This is 4 cards. It's a one-time thing. +2 hit points, steady. I mean, for 14 health, I can already get like unshakable, but I don't often bother like playing that. I'm gonna be honest on those characters. My reward is readying up, going Alter Ego, and drawing 4 cards. And the hit points. I feel like for like dealing 12 damage to a minion, that's potentially going to hit me once or twice unless I can like muster 12 damage immediately. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, not sure. Current thoughts are skeptical.
I'll go ahead and say it just to set the mood for the stream. This is my favorite one.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things that I was thinking about between this stream and last stream is the response after this card enters play, draw 4 cards. You're effectively getting another turn. You get to ready, you get to draw your hand size, and you get to go again. So like there's a whole other turn. But if you can time it, and I think timing is going to be critical with Hercules, where you don't necessarily want to deplete your hand in order to finish off a labor card, but if you are able to hit it at the start of your turn, so maybe you swing in, knock out the minion or something at the start of your turn, you draw up to 8 cards, then you have an epic turn. Rather than 2 4-card turns, you have 1 epic card turn. So that's kind of what I was thinking about. Just the timing around this feels like a hero that once we actually have him on the table, some of those nuanced like triggers are going to be how you can extract the most out of Hercules.
Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. I mean, in some ways, I could see the argument for like this reward breaking even with like the effort for defeating a 12 HP minion, but like I kind of want to be rewarded. I don't know. I remain skeptical. I like what you're saying about that though. You know, lots of cards, big combo. Yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of want to see like more of his cards. Like, does some of them power up if you have more gifts in play or something? Because they're like a stealth bonus. Maybe it's something we haven't seen yet.
You should be a designer.
Spent too long
Uh,
analyzing cards, that's for sure.
yeah, right. Let's look at the Sword of Pelles. I believe I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Here's one of his other gifts.
Okay, so this is restricted. So, I mean, could you see what's on top of the gift deck before you get it, right? That's how it's gonna work.
I don't believe so. I don't think that the gift deck is face up. I think it is a normal deck. Like the invocation deck says that you play with it face up. That may actually
Right.
be in the insert, so that could be wording that we have not seen because we don't have access to the insert yet.
Okay. I was purely thinking, what if I've got like 2 restricted things and then this comes in? I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Got him.
But no, I guess you just don't run 2 weapons on him, or you have a side holster. You know, put your sword in a pistol holster. So +1 hit point, basic attacks gain piercing, and you get draw 4 cards. I'm seeing a theme with the draw 4 cards. Yeah, I'm imagining the next. I imagine the next one has this. I like getting piercing, and I like getting +1 hit point, and I like getting 4 cards. Do I like that after removing 8 threat on a 1/4 character? I get to ready, and I get to go trigger if I want to.
And the side
So,
scheme does have assault, so he's effectively a 3 thwart character against
oh,
that
you
side
pointed
scheme.
that out, didn't you? Yes, you pointed that out to me, and I forgot already. Okay, I mean that definitely makes it easier. Um, I'm I'm trying to think how many cards would it take to defeat, like remove like 8 threat.
It could also be the
Um,
minion one. Like you could get this
it
off the
could be,
minion one, so but I think the
but
threat is the actually I think the defend one is the hardest one to get rid of.
really, I feel like that one's the easiest one
I
because you're
think it's the
getting
most
attacked 3 times
straightforward.
anyway. Just
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
it's the longest
It's
payoff.
take the longest,
Yeah.
yeah. Unless maybe you taunt,
Mm-hmm.
he like do something with that. But like, I don't know if I'm. Hmm. I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I do like piercing, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed here
Yeah, I do want to get your thoughts on why a sword gives him a hit point.
because it gives him more confidence. So hit points, not
Oh,
maybe some games use like your health is actually like your morale, your will to keep on fighting, that kind of thing. He's got this sword and he feels embodied to continue the fight.
I love it.
Absolutely that.
I love it.
Or he can parry a hit because like some of Iron Man's armor
Okay,
gives him hit points.
that's fair. That's fair. I like it. Also, like to point out, it is a weapon traded card, meaning that it does not have any exhaust abilities. So we were talking about how like a mean swing or a fusillade or something along those lines could be pretty good with him, assuming that you
Right?
get the sword as like one of your first gifts.
What if it's your last thing, and what if your last labor is the one where you have to defend 3 times, and you've got this deck that wants to exhaust this weapon, you can't find your weapon, you're searching for the sword, has anyone seen my sword? That's what I'm thinking, so I like the idea of using it that way, but I'm me who likes my deck to kind of just like work, I don't know,
Yeah.
it seems like a lot of chance to have my weapon.
Zeus, you killed Wikipedia Zeus. You killed a Hydra. Proud of you, son. Here's a butter knife.
It looks so small in that picture. I didn't want to say that. It looks so small.
And then our final gift is a shield of Perseus.
Okay, the Shield of Perseus gets +1 hit point and gains Retaliate and gets 4 cards. Um, um, I think I like this the least.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I? It's an interesting conundrum for sure. I feel like there has to be something unseen that also rewards us for having more like things in the because they go to the victory display. I feel like there has to be something else because I don't know. Like, what's the other one? I defend 3 times, but I mean, I guess you. Let me reprotect humanity quickly. If I just quickly go back to my screen, choose one of your allies, attacks the ally instead. So you're not taking any extra stuff for this one. Just the villain is going to attack when it normally would, but now it's going for your ally. So just kind of defend 3 times. I'm thinking probably longest, but maybe least extra stuff I have to do to get a reward.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like for defending 3 times, I quite like getting these. I kind of feel like if I have to deal 12 damage, and it gives me like kind of like the cards back I use maybe to do some of that. And I guess the ready kind of like it kind of gives me back kind of the effort I put into it. And then let me find the shield again that we're talking about. And I get 1 hit point and 1 retaliate. I don't know. I feel like some heroes. I feel like Psylocke, she's 4 hand size hero form, 6 or trigger like this guy. She starts off being able to have 3 in fort or attack and piercing, and she's got 2 resource generators. And I realize that's quite a high bar to compare to because I think Psylocke is quite strong. So I'm not sure that should be like the expected here. But yeah, I'm a little bit underwhelmed with these. That's my overall take.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm being polite about it. I'm very underwhelmed. I would say I think the idea is really fun. I love the idea
mm-hmm.
that you set up these extra challenges and you get these extra rewards. So the idea I like.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Someone on stream earlier was like, Nelson, I don't think I've ever seen you at a loss for words. Was their response to me trying to think through all of this. What I will say is that I like the shield more after I've seen the rest of his kit. So I do want to dive in and talk about the rest of his kit a little bit more. But overall, I think I shared the same feeling as you, is that it's a lot to get +1 hit point retaliate 1. Right?
Yeah.
It's a honorary Avenger and a electrostatic armor Dauntless, right? For 12 damage minimum. And you get the card draws, you get everything else. But it's like it's a lot to set up for this payoff. Now you do get 3 of them, and my concern that I have seen is you want to do this, but what is the villain doing while you're doing all of this? This is a lot to set up while the villain, especially an expert, is just wreaking havoc.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can game the system here because like the labor deck is attachments, right? Can Vivian blank those attachments so other people can do stuff?
No, non-permanent.
Oh wait,
the
embody like pathos and stuff like that. Like it's not permanent, right? Or is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Game's assault threat cannot be removed except by his. Can I blank this with Vivian and somebody else help me with it? That's what I'm thinking.
I think so. Like the way that it's read, I think so. Yeah.
Great. I was hoping it would like blank the additional like threat, but that's like a revealed step. It's already going to be placed on there. So that shenanigan doesn't work. Oh, it does. Maybe it works for defeat the Hydra though. If I blank defeat the Hydra, maybe the +6 hit points goes away. That's what that looks like to me. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to cheat the system and break the game. It's my current solution.
I love it. If you blank defeat the Hydra, does it blank the victory 0?
Ooh, now that's a great question.
I think it does.
That could be a problem.
Yep, because his response is after a labor card is added to the victory display.
But I would have defeated that Hydra.
And what you could do is you could set it up so that Vivian gets them down to 1, and then the following turn is when you apply that pressure, take it out when it's no longer blanked. I like it though. I like the
Yeah.
creative thinking.
Well, go back to drawing board, and I'll let you know with version 2.
Nice. So yeah, that's kind of the gimmick of everything. Let's take a look at his cards now. The first one that we're going to look at is Amadeus Cho, which is the one that you find whenever you draw Protect Humanity. So you get this card for free and put it out. So here's his signature ally.
Okay. Oh, so he's not in brawn form.
He's not. Yeah.
Ooh. So he's a 2-cost ally, 1 fort, 1 attack, 2 hit points. I'm not thrilled so far with the base numbers, but he's a genius, and that's got to count for something. One of the few genius allies I think we have in the game, like alongside Beast and presumably the other brawn, and probably not the aggression brawn, but forced interrupt. When a minion would attack you, it attacks Amadeus Cho instead. So quick strike's gonna go for him. Any minions you leave around, like I don't know, defeat the Hydra summoned one, they're all gonna go for him, and he's gonna have a bad time. I don't see a downside if he leaves play, which seems fine from this at least. Although I guess, hang on, if he leaves play from, let me try and find it on my screen, from Protect Humanity, if he gets attacked, if you find him, put him into play. If you don't have an ally in play, you can't progress with this, right?
Correct.
Like if your ally gets, okay,
Correct.
that seems that sucks. So Amadeus Cho is very vulnerable, is what I'm seeing here. If we go
Mhm.
back to him, thank you. But you get to exhaust him to draw a card, and that is pretty good for 2 costs. So he's a very vulnerable Avengers Mansion for cheap, but that takes an ally slot. Is that a good example?
Yeah. And at least like when you draw Protect Humanity, you get to put him into play.
See, that's really good. So Protect Humanity is growing on me as the one I'm most eager to see, although maybe slower, but you know,
Yeah.
I like exhaust to draw a card. It's like he plays strength and numbers on himself, like strength and numbers, like card draw. So I think I like this design. I really like that, when a minion would attack, it goes for him. You can probably defend with another ally. You can defend it. Another player can defend it. Worst case, at least he took an attack. I don't know. I'm totally cool with this. I think I like it. The big concern is it's taking an ally slot. But I don't know if this guy really cares about allies too much.
Yeah, he seems to be able to do a lot without the allies, even though he does come with the leadership deck, which is kind of fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Spoiler.
I guess it's actually I can see them in the background.
The other thing about Cho is that if we know we're going to lose him to a minion attack because they attack after the villain, throw him in front of the villain attack. Right.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
there's really no loss there. Chat called out earlier, sidekicking him seems pretty good.
Yeah, any cheap readies. I mean,
And you
I
get
guess if you have a
extra
command
health.
team down, it turns every counter into a card drawn,
Hmm.
which isn't bad to just turn like flat resource cost into flat card draw. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. And then if you are able to keep them around with like the healing and the side by sides and the recovering, then like that could be kind of cool. So too bad that the hero card text covers the axe art. I'm missing that. Also, he's protecting a little puppy.
That's funny.
Um, okay, so this is the first taste of the actual hero kit.
I like it so far. I feel like I'm a little bit underwhelmed, and I'm looking for like what's the downside that makes this not so good based on what I felt about the gifts I saw. But I actually like this. I think this is fine. This is good. Like a 2-cost card draw machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Nice. Alrighty, so you had talked about cards that trigger off of having gifts. Let's talk about the first one. Here you go. Here's the gift of battle.
Oh, we love the gift of battle. I hope 3-cost event, the gift of battle. Attack. Reduce the cost to play this card for one for each gift you control. Here you go. Now, my only concern is this seems very expensive before you've done that, because I can immediately see it says deal 5 damage. So until I've managed to take out, theoretically, a 12 hit point minimum minion, I've got to pay 3 cost on a 4 hand size hero here to deal 5 damage. What am I missing?
It's expensive. You're not missing anything.
Okay. I guess what I'm missing here is that by the end of getting all the gifts, this is a zero cost, right?
It's a zero cost card. Um, and I think at this point we have enough information to kind of maybe start the discussion around the play lines of Hercules. Actually, let's look at one more card. Let's look at the next card, which is Son of Zeus, which is the sick art, and then we'll talk about his
Oh
play
yeah.
lines. Yeah.
Okay. 2 cost event, Olympus traded. Olympus traded event seems crazy. Hero action, Ready Hercules. I like this. 2 cost. What else do we get? 1 gift, ready an identity specific upgrade. 2 gifts, gain a tough status card. 3 gifts, draw a card. So this is like stacking. So if I've got 3, I also get the second and first
Yes.
bonus
Yes.
as well. I understand. Okay. Again, if I don't have a gift down, this is expensive. But I feel like depends what his identity specific upgrades are. But I feel like this bodes well as being like it seems like he want 1 gift, and things look bright and sunny. Before that, it's a little cloudy, as Zeus is demonstrating.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and tell you that we do not have a identity specific upgrade that I would want to ready in this article. So I'm assuming that one is coming that has not been revealed yet, but what we have seen so far, there are some that are in here that it's like you could ready, but they have to do with like the villain attacking you, and so they will already be ready for like the next time the villain attacks. So
Okay. Well, I mean, I
yeah,
guess if you use firepower to exhaust his the sword of Peleus, you can now ready the sword for another firepower.
yeah, exactly,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
All of the identity specific upgrades need to
No, wait.
exhaust from a card that you add in. What's up?
No, wait. Would the sword of Peleus, how you pronounce it, would that count as a identity specific upgrade when it comes from like the gift deck rather than his own cards?
I think so. We talked about this earlier, but it is. It does say gift deck down here. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I thought
Rules
yes.
question.
I thought yes.
I thought yes initially, and now I'm thinking I don't know, maybe.
It has his
But
face and it
regardless,
says
it's just
upgrade. That's what my go to is.
regardless, I was grasping at straws. I don't really care about reading it. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I mean, again, the design here is really cool. You get a gift, and then your other cards are stronger. So again, I like where this is going. It just seems difficult to start with. Like if you're under a high pressure scenario and you're an expert, which not everyone will be, but let's just say you are. I feel like it's going to be very difficult to do some stuff with some of these expensive cards.
Yep. So with Son of Zeus, with Gift of War or the Gift of Battle, where these are cards that require you to have gifts. My biggest concern with him, which doesn't change with any other cards that have been revealed in this article, is that you need these cards to get the gifts. But then if you're using these cards to get the gifts, they're not powerful enough to justify playing the cards. And so I think it's going to be a weird play line. The other thing is, as we go through the next one, I think this may be a very viable tank character, which is not something we've really seen before, because he gets up to 18 hit points just based on the cards that we've already seen in the article so far.
Yes, +2, +1, +1 on the different gifts.
Mm-hmm. He has Retaliate 1, and there are a couple other cards that lean into that. But I am seeing Zeus, or not Zeus, I'm sorry, the Son of Zeus. Herc
I want to play Zeus now.
Yeah, right? Oh, dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Herc as a like AD carry type situation where like if you protect and manage the table while he deals with his side quests and proves himself through these labors, then he can come in and start swinging. And in the meantime, he can kind of tank a little bit. It's weird. It's weird. I feel like I don't want to play these cards unless I have a gift, but I don't know how to get gifts if I don't have these cards.
Yeah, that's 100% what I'm getting. It feels like Ironheart, but your progress counter giving cards, just like like 2 more and then 1 less as you like level up kind of thing. I'm also getting like a Hela vibe here, like Hela the scenario, you defeat the side schemes and the villain powers up. Here you defeat the
Hmm.
labors and then your character powers up, which I kind of like that. There's it feels like there's a meaningful link there to it all being like mythological stuff. But yeah, I'm totally having this problem. Totally having that problem in a big way.
Wicked saying the symbiote suit him. I love it. Love it. Um, the other thing that Wikipedia just said in chat, he does have the Olympus trait. This has the Olympus trait. Um, so there is a team building exercise play, especially if you are running Avengers as well, that you can help start
Yeah,
discounting some of this.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I always have to say, I thought you were saying Wikipedia, and then I see the chatter Wikipedia. So I thought
Right?
it's you. I thought you were like, I was like, what are you reading this on? um, but yeah, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, readying is good, but I don't know if readying is good for 2-cost card. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And Michael brings up a good point. Like, don't let the labor's gifts distract us too much because we actually only see 5 of his cards
Yeah.
throughout the article. So,
I
like, I think there's just critical key pieces that we're missing so far.
I I I always remember back to Ironheart's reveal article where they showed us all these new attack cards, and everyone was like, "eh," and then like later on when the character came out, we were like, "Oh, Hone Technique is a card that exists in this precon." So he could have something crazy. I will say though, he's got 3 copies of Gift of Battle when I looked at the numbers. And like that's going to be a significant part of his damage, right? Presumably, and you need that damage to defeat one of the gifts, possibly the labors, one of the first labors potentially,
Hmm.
depending on what you get. So I am a little concerned, but I'm curious to see what else he has.
Yeah. Let's take a look. So that's Son of Zeus. Oh, we're in. I zoomed like way in on the
I
stream.
also
Yeah, what's up?
I also quickly wanted to say part of my concern here is in hero form he's a 4 hand size hero. Like so he seems like he starts at kind of like a deficit compared to
Hmm.
the average character, which is why I kind of looking for a payoff here.
Yep. Um, next up, we have the Gauntlets of Hercules, a 0-cost card. Hey, we're in it, right?
Yeah, I mean this is designed with like Hulkling, Tiger. I don't know why I say that. And Wonder Man, and they look pretty awesome. Still waiting for Civil War over here, and I feel like if you set it at the same time, there's gonna be some hidden juice in there that makes it worthwhile. I'm gonna go for the path of optimism.
There you go. Love it. These gauntlets
Oh,
are a identity specific upgrade, so you can ready them using our lightning god card. I forgot about it. Hero interrupt. When Hercules defends against an attack, we can exhaust gauntlets. He gains retaliate 1 for each gift card you control.
okay, so he can potentially retaliate quite a lot here.
And this is where my tank kind of talk starts to take more shape. Where I think once you get him built up, he can tank like actual, like not just absorb damage, but like do that retaliatory damage that you would see in like an RPG as well. And I love the tank like archetype, and so like I will be building him in this using this. Now it's a lot to get him to at this point 4 retaliate, but
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, I mean, 4 retaliate sounds great. Maybe 5 if I've got Dauntless, 6
Mm-hmm.
effectively if I've got Electrostatic. But at the same time, what is this doing for me when I'm trying to get that first gift?
Mm-hmm.
Is my question here. I'm thinking this looks like a great target for Court of Guard. I think that's gonna be phenomenal help while I try and otherwise deal with the labor.
He's got a better option
Retaliate
for
is
caught
just
off guard. Don't worry.
oh, don't tell me that. No, 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 he doesn't. I mean, 4 retaliate just every turn is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But like 0 retaliate to start with, and even just like 1 or 2 retaliate, it's like once a turn. It's not that impressive. It's not like you can target where that damage goes because like 2 damage I could put anywhere, like at any time as an action. That's one thing, but retaliate is a little bit less desirable. It's still good, obviously. If it's like gains retaliate for that attack until the end of the round or something,
Right.
I could be like more moved. But this is more like when I think Archangel with his defense card gets retaliate just for that attack.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite play line that I think we came up with earlier was the gauntlets using Son of Zeus, so defending, getting the retaliate, have Warpath defend another, play Son of Zeus to ready up the gauntlets, and then get another retaliate. Let's go.
I can't wait to play Warpath on this four hand size hero. I mean, it can happen. Yeah, I don't know. The underwhelm. I'm still underwhelmed. I'm afraid to say. And thinking about it, when Hercules defends, he's got a free attack stat. Why
Right.
do I want to defend?
Right. So you can play Counterpunch.
No, I mean actually yes, but no. I mean, if I got that labor, which is to defend, I mean, I am motivated to defend. But this seems to get better after I've got rid of that. So I don't know. I don't know. Feeling conflicted.
Feeling
There's more to
conflicted.
come.
I do like the shout from chat saying that Change of Fortune would make him like a 6 hand size hero, and so if you are able to stack that, that's a way to resource smooth a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that is handy that he's got like a built-in way to trigger Change in Fortune with this and the shield, was it? So that's kind of nice. That's a good shout. That's a really good shout.
Next up, we've got another 0 cost, best art in the game.
That's fantastic. Okay, this is made up for everything so far. I'm feeling this. That I'm never using caught off guard on this. This I see 0 cost. I see 0 cost. Assume that's what you meant. I'm never using it on this.
This is a vibe card for sure.
Yeah.
Tell me what this does. Yeah.
Yeah. 0 cost. It's Herc's Helm. It should be called like Herc's Grin or Herc's Smile or something though. That's what I'm looking at here. Armor, Olympus trait, Hero Interrupt, Defense. When the villain attacks, exhaust Herc's Helm. Reduce the amount of damage this attack deals by 1. Okay, and this counts as me defending.
Hey, you did get it way faster than I did. So, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Well, it says defense there.
Yeah.
And I also like desperately hoping there was something that helped his defense. I'm like, please, So this is great. Yeah, I think I actually like this card. I don't think I caught off guard this. Reduce the amount the attack deals by 1. Now I can retaliate for a bunch. Still not sure how I'm dealing with that 12 hit point minion, but that's a different topic.
Yeah. No, Herc's Helm. It took me a while to realize the defense triggered the defending. I was like, I'm sitting here. It's like if I'm fully powered up, I have 18 health. Like I don't know if I care if it reduces it by 1 at all. But again, going into like the tank theory where you can build him as a tank, this is another way for him to defend even if he's exhausted for another player. And then you can just soak some of that damage. So this is also not the card that I was thinking of caught off guarding, but yeah.
Oh.
No,
I mean,
you'll know when you see it. It's fine.
Okay, I was trying to count because somebody in chat said we've done like 5 cards of his, and I was trying to count like I thought this was the 5th one. Okay, I like this card. I actually like this card a lot. Like when the villain attacks, that means I can pull an attack to me from someone else in multiplayer if I have to. It's like a little utility there. I think 0 cost to reduce attack damage by 1 is actually quite good. And especially like because it's repeatable. And yeah, triggers defense stuff that might combo with it. So I feel like there's some potential there. So I like it.
It's also a protection for your signature ally. Like in True Solo, because all minions attack the signature ally, you can trigger the helm to pull that attack off the signature and keep your 2-cost Avenger Mansion up and running.
Yeah, maybe not so good for like quick stroke, right? Like if a minion comes in as your encounter card, because you probably use this against a villain, or you potentially have. But if you knew you couldn't defeat a minion, and Amadeus Cho is shaking in his boots, yeah, use your helmet and put your face in the way of the attack.
Yep.
I actually love this card. I really like this card.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite card in the article. My favorite Hercules card. There's a back of pack card that I really like.
Ooh, are we looking at the aspect stuff as well? So,
if you have time, yeah, I'd love to.
I mean, I love the aspect stuff.
Sick. Cool.
people watching, I just kind of hopped on, and here we are.
Beautiful. Yeah, so Herc's helm I think is really nice. The next card is the one that I think is very caught off guard, and you'll see why pretty quickly.
Oh
Um,
no.
it's not a bad thing. It's a keyword thing.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Zero cost upgrade. Lion of Olympus, looking very muscular in the art. Temporary. So yeah, this is ultra discardable. Wait. We saw the temporary card come back.
Yep.
The temporary
Right.
keyword.
It's back.
Yes. Yes. I wonder if they did this because I don't know how many people have mentioned it, but I've definitely mentioned it. Like, why is it a temporary keyword? Use it again.
Right.
And
Right.
I'd love to know if they wanted to use it anyway, or if they did it because people like said about it. We'll probably never know. Okay. Zero cost upgrade. Your hero gets +1 to basically all of their hero basic stats. Okay. How much readying do I have in this kit? Because I can ready when I defeat a labor.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any more readying than that? I guess I've got Earth's Mightiest Hero as potentially as an Avenger. Not my signature ally, though.
Then I think like what doesn't kill me is very in play with him. You have limitless stamina because he has the 14 hit
Oh, Limitless,
points
yes.
to get those readies. So I think like you're gonna be able to utilize the stat boost here pretty frequently. I think someone was saying that there's a chance that we have 2 of these. I don't know how to read the cryptic numbers down in the bottom right like you do.
Let me go on my screen and start doing some maths. Yeah, I'm listening.
But yeah, so I do appreciate the zero cost cards here because with this 4 hand size, we have like the 2 cost card is going to deplete everything but 1 card. So you need zero cost cards or like an assess situation or something like that in order to set yourself up for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson, just read the article. It's not cryptic. What did I say was cryptic? I already forgot.
Okay, I'm looking at my screen while I was trying to count stuff. Yeah, it says Herc's gift with his 2 copies of Line of Olympus.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you. That's amazing. So you have the extra card to lay down. Also, the play line of basically playing with an 8 card hand every couple of turns feels a lot better, where you're just kind of like all turns are not created equal when you're playing Hercules. You're really setting yourself up for the turn that you take out the labor card, get the +4 card draw, get the ready, get everything. And so it's going to be like, 60% of a normal hero's turn, 60% of a normal hero's turn, and then 180% of a normal hero's turn because you get the extra cards and everything. So I think that could be, I don't know.
I would say I think we're missing a lot of his cards when I was scrolling through the card numbers. I think he's a lot of like maybe 1 of or 2 of, aside from his 3 of his attack card. It looks like everything is 2 or 1 copies of. So there could be a few really like nice cards. This to me, zero cost card, I guess. Zero cost temporary bonus that gives you stat boost. Reminds me of Moxie, and I don't even use Moxie on like the best form flippers for it very much, like at all. So I'm slightly skeptical, but definitely defeat the labor, get the ready. Maybe we've got some other attack boosts. There's definitely like some stuff here that's coming together. And I do wonder if they're gonna play it off like Cyclops. Is there a way to remove the temporary from this, or am I going crazy?
That was my next question that I was going to pose to you. Why is this an upgrade and not an event?
I actually think that's a great move for this kind of card because you play an event and your instinct is to put it in your discard pile, and you forget you've got like a stat boost, or forget you've got a temporary thing out there. At least the upgrade you're seeing in front of you. But definitely it does help you imply that it could stick around for longer.
That's my thought. The meta benefit of remembering it is one thing, but I think it's a worse card as an upgrade than it would be as an event, mainly because if I want to play this as a zero cost +1/+1/+1 feels okay, but there's a higher likelihood if I draw this towards the end of my deck that it doesn't get reshuffled because it is not going to be in the discard pile when I draw up to my hand size and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know. It's weird, I think, but I have to believe that there's some way to lose temporary here. Maybe it's like
But,
once you have all three gifts, you are the Lion of Olympus and it's no longer temporary.
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is an upgrade, so I can ready this with Son of Zeus.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's it. Now we're talking. Let's go.
Okay, my turn to interact with chat. Wikipedia says Yellow Jacket could pull this out of your deck. That's kind of interesting. Like, at least
That is cool. Yeah.
things interactive upgrades. I guess there is maybe something. I was kind of like trying to think like could organizational support do something because it has the Olympus trait here. But obviously this is not support. It's not an ally, so it doesn't work. Maybe there's something. We saw his event, Son of Zeus, have the Olympus trait. This has the Olympus trait. Maybe he has something else in his kit that rewards the Olympus trait and like playing an Olympus trait card.
Like a pain tolerance type thing from X23.
Yeah, anything like that. It could be
Yeah.
like exhaust if you play it, and like it could be anything that just bounces off it.
That would be cool. Yeah. I think there's an upgrade, Matt saying in the chat. I think there's an upgrade that makes them permanent and can exhaust for resources. I think that could really pull the kit together. If you have like a upgrade that is, if you have one gift, exhaust to generated resource. If you have two gifts, Olympus cards lose temporary. If you have three, like, or something along those lines, I think that would be a lot of text for a card, but it could be a really cool design space where you have like this exhaustible card similar to, actually, no, I guess it is kind of similar to like the photon blasters that Ironheart has, where it's damage based off of how many or what version you're in. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Collector loves this card. That's gross.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking Court of God loves this card. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah, I'm slightly underwhelmed just because seems similar to Moxie, and I don't use Moxie a lot, but it definitely feels like there might be something else going on under the surface. The Reserving Judgment a little bit. It does have like some readying potential. We talked about Limitless, Smite's Heroes, and it obviously defeating a labor readies them, and this will help defeat a labor. So definitely, I'm feeling decent about Line of Olympus. I'm really liking Herc's Helm.
Yeah.
Those are the only cards we've looked at, right?
And then we had his signature ally, and we had
Actually, I like the signature ally a lot.
Yes, and then we had Son of Zeus and Gift of Battle, which were his two events.
Yeah,
and that's what we got for the article. So you've seen everything for Hercules besides backup pack cards now,
right? This is problem when I don't do a deep dive. I don't know how many like cards we're missing, where like the gaps are. But at a quick glance, it does look like he's got at least 3 or 4 cards we haven't seen yet, which I think could make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Potentially new aspect stuff as well, like basic stuff. I don't know. That might not even be in the article yet. You might not know yet. I feel like what I'm seeing here are tons and tons of cool ideas and a very unique approach to a hero. It's very unique. And maybe in a world where the average villain difficulty was lower, I'd be totally chill with everything I'm seeing here. But I definitely feel like I'm missing something. That's my kind of big takeaway that hasn't manifested and revealed itself.
Yeah. So that's exactly where I landed as well. As if we just go off face value of what we've seen, doesn't look like a super strong hero.
That's ironic because he looks so muscular in the art.
Right.
Like Quicksilver being slow.
Yeah, the slowest, fastest person ever. So yeah, I think that's kind of where I landed, but I have to believe that there are some cool cards in there. I just wish we had seen, like, I don't know. I wish that there was like one like new, big, exciting card, because I don't think any of these cards really excited me. If that makes sense.
No. I mean, I feel like the most competitive one is probably obviously Amadeus as like a 2-cost repeat card draw. But like it's a 2-cost ally and it's 1 card draw. Like it's good, but I don't think it's like exciting. And not every card has like every hero has to have like big explosive like look at me flashy thing. But considering the rest of what we've seen here, I'm not super convinced.
Yeah, my biggest concern is I don't know if you can get labor on turn 1. That seems like a big issue. I think if you top deck the defense one or if you top deck the side scheme one, you're a little bit better off, but a 12 health minion turn 1 seems insane to take out.
Yeah. And some of these side schemes could be really easy to take out. If you get like, well, actually, no, because it adds on 6.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Yeah, they got me. I was like, oh, what about if it's 1 or 2? Like we talked about, like but +6 is, he's got that attack. I'm wondering if something we're missing that will come up. Like we haven't seen like a forwarding card yet. Maybe he's the assault character. Maybe he's got an upgrade that gives him
that'd be
assault
cool.
all the time, or like on all schemes or something. That'd be awesome. Um, so I'm feeling inspired for some cool cards could fit around here. Like what I would say here is, except for Gift of Battle, I don't think these cards are like boring. They're like, Son of Zeus is very interesting. Gauntlets of Hercules, I guess it's not like super incredible, like, but it's definitely interesting to see retaliate scale with a unique mechanic. How it's interesting, I don't know. I feel like there could be something fun here. I'm gonna stay optimistic, but I'm feeling very underwhelmed.
Yeah. If you do get
Mm.
like that, chat's talking about, if you do get like a limitless stamina in that opening hand, then it's a lot easier to clear, especially the side scheme, because you can pull some that maybe only have like 8 or 9 threat on them. Um,
The problem is though, what if you start in hero form and like you've got 4 hand size? Like you might not be able to defeat that. I don't know, 8 threat side scheme on turn 1. That's not a guarantee by any means.
oh, I don't think you
If you play
would.
like
Yeah.
if you play Expert Venom, starts with like that 8 threat lethal protector, that's a big priority. And trying to see a character with this like stat line do it, and what we've seen so far doesn't feel like it's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of my concern lies, is that we're struggling to figure out how he can interact with his own kid and not even thinking about the villain. Right? Like I'm not putting a labor
Yeah.
card against Expert Claw into play turn 1. You can't do it.
I mean, if it's random, I can't remember what's what, but yeah, it's just like if you can't see what it is in advance, that's so risky.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it even worse though, because I got a handful of damage cards, and oh, it's a side scheme. I mean, I know it's got assault, but so far his attack card doesn't like ready him up or like anything like that, or I don't know. I'm now thinking like aggression. Maybe I've got like skilled strike, mean swing, maybe, because he's got like a different weapon
Mm-hmm.
in his art at the very top of the article. I'm just having a glance now on my screen. Oh, actually, you can see it on yours. Kind of, you can't really see the end of the weapon, but in his hero art, that isn't the sword of Peleus.
That's his
Maybe he's
like
got another weapon.
club.
But wait, when you assault and hit, when you use assault to thwart a side scheme or anything, you can't use attack boost for that. I don't think it's not an attack. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
you use your
Talk
basic
to me
attack.
later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Matt is saying that he could have new resource generators for like 14 hit point heroes.
That'd be
That'd be
so
cool.
cool.
That'd be really cool. Oh, Hercules is famous for his club. It's definitely going to be in his kit. Okay.
Nice, nice.
Okay. You ready for my final bit of speculation that would completely change Hercules?
Hit me.
I didn't think about this until after the last stream ended. His Nemesis set is completely different than what we've seen. So you're always grabbing the minion or side scheme from the Nemesis set, which has
Ooh,
when defeated benefits as well, or when
that.
entering play
Ooh.
stuff. So you have a very obvious target to grab.
That feels crazy that they wouldn't put that in the article or like even hint at it. I've not read like the whole thing. I didn't read any of it except like what I've said I've read out on the stream. I'm scanning it now. I think it's a boosted against a boosted minion that only he can attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the article phrases it, and that minion for defeat the Hydra can come from anywhere, including his own nemesis, including his own set aside nemesis set, if necessary. Well, wait, this is saying that minion can come from anywhere. Can I go and get like dragon or something out of my fantasy modular set? I don't think so, right?
Let
I
me
don't think so. I think
let
that'd
me
be
let me
insane.
ask Cerebro in Discord, but I
Find
don't think so. What find means, yeah.
find couldn't be that strong, surely. But yeah, I just says the phrasing here, that minion can come from anywhere. That minion, it could be including Herc's own nemesis set, if necessary, makes me think that that's going to be like a backup option. It could just be how the writer has chosen to phrase it here. But to me, I would interpret that as, if you can't find weaker, enjoy your nemesis.
As I'm reading Find, I don't think Find is currently defined as set aside cards. So I think this may be a rules update for Hercules
Right.
because it says all game areas are subject to search when resolving a find instruction. So maybe set aside. Uh
Set aside
with
is
the
a game
following. Okay,
area.
with the following exceptions: face down, victor display, cards that are removed from the game. Okay, yeah. So you can go find it. Um,
Well,
so that's what I'm kind of hoping is that like we see a benefit for the defense obligation where you get your signature ally. So it kind of makes me think that there may be a way to get a benefit from the other two as well.
yeah. I feel like I'm hoping that's the case. I'm skeptical that it is, but I would like to be wrong. I'd like to. I'd like it. You know, I'm gonna hope that you are correct.
And it like yeah, it could be something similar to Dragon, where it's like when it's defeated, draw cards or something. Um, just
Hydras are
incentivize
kind of
that.
like, yeah.
What's up? Sorry.
I was just gonna say Hydras are kind of like a dragon, right? It's like a
Right,
reptilian monster kind
right,
of
right.
thing.
And so like they if that has an additional incentive to grab his nemesis set, I could see that being
Yeah,
being a saving grace.
yeah. I'm still holding on to the optimism. Everything looks like the interaction and like game plan looks like cool, but just the numbers are. After the Wonder Man article, he seems crazy and like this something's missing.
Yeah. All that to be said, I think he's gonna be really fun. Like my hesitation comes from power concerns, especially early game power concerns. But like these side schemes and things just feel like hella the character that you get to play, where you are going through like all
Mm,
of these like additional backstory things to like build up your character. And I think that is really cool thematically as well as
yes.
mechanically. I think it'll be a lot of fun to play. I just don't know if he's going to be the most competitive hero out there.
Yeah, I mean, not every hero needs to be the most powerful. I want to make that clear, but I do feel like too low power can be unsatisfying or can be
Sure,
frustrating.
sure.
Yeah, it's kind of the like you look at any list where people rank a characters like for fun, and you're probably going to see the weakest ones score lower down. Um, you know, I'm not going to name who I think the weakest heroes are in this video, but whoever just sprang to your mind, do you put them like S tier, A tier, like anywhere high up? Probably not.
Right, right. No, that's very fair. Very, very fair. Though there are heroes that I really enjoy, like a Groot that is not a strong character, but I really enjoy them too. And
Yeah.
I feel like he feels more along the Groot line of lower power from what we've seen, lower power, more fun versus a lower power Valkyrie, more frustrating side of things.
Yeah. Why would they make a demigod like on the lower power? I feel like there has to be something really good we're missing. I feel like there has to be
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
You ready to talk about the most exciting parts of the article though? These back of the pack cards are pretty cool.
Okay, when you say back of the pack, you mean like the just the normal aspect stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. His pre-con.
Yeah.
He's also coming with a mod set, which is fun.
Ooh, I like mod sets. Okay. Did they say that for Wonder Man?
I don't actually recall.
I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't think they did. Let's scroll.
Wonder Man. It does not look. It doesn't. No, he's getting other cards.
Those are part of his deck, right? Because he can take them. That's what I thought.
That's
He's a
right.
multi-aspect character. Did a deep dive on Wonder Man, so I understand that character.
Yeah.
Um, man, I want to find more enthusiasm for Hercules. I do think the ideas are all cool. So as long as there's a couple of cool things we're missing in the article, which
Yeah.
there always usually is, should be fine. Talk to me about the aspect cards.
Aspect cards are cool. I want to show you a new um ally. Tell me what you think of Death Cry.
Looks like Blue Wolverine. It looks like Wolverine and the Avatar movies kind of had like a crossover event. Is what I'm getting from the art. Or maybe Beast. Oh yeah. Either way, it's a 3-cost ally called Deathcry. 1 fort, 3 attack, double consequential. 4 hit points, which is a lot for a 3-cost ally. Avenger, another new Avenger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, leadership didn't need them, but they're still very fun. I like leadership Avenger stuff. Hero Interrupt, and there's a little star there, which I think corresponds to the attack. Yes, when Deathcry makes a basic attack, deal your hero 1 damage. Deathcry takes -1 consequential damage for this attack. Okay, so that's bizarre. So effectively, I'm getting a lot of rogue here. You know, the rogue protection ally, which does damage for a benefit. Here, I can use that juicy free attack stat with only 1 consequential damage if I also want her to punch me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like here. And I think I like that.
Yeah. And finally, Spider-Ham gets a boost. Jeez.
That's what I was thinking, Spider-Ham. It's like the obvious one here for it.
Yeah, and then Skelly in chat is also talking about how both this and the next ally that we will see are just amazing for Iron Lad, where you can exhaust and add the matching power to Iron Lads.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really cool. But I mean, like, even a 3-cost, 3 double consequential attack, not too bad. It feels like on par with like an X23-esque style character that you can save a little bit more. But I could definitely see you throw Deathcry in, attack for 3, take the double consequential, attack again, prevent 1, and then chump block. That feels real good for a 3-cost card. 6 in a block, 6 damage in a block. Feels pretty good.
Yeah. It's a little bit lower than like no, I guess no. I think it sounds good. I'm trying to think who else can benefit from the damage taken. Maybe like X23 to ready up. You don't want to use your claws. I got my screen up and I'm scrolling. There's a few characters that can like soak the damage more easily and stuff, which is fun. Hulkling has a ton of healing, bits like that. Colossus does not want this character.
Yeah, right.
Adam Warlock with his Soul World could easily take this and like
that's cool.
Maybe a bit of boot camp and stuff as well. So there's some stuff here.
Yeah, boot camp. I think a Mighty Avengers works really well. Now you're swinging for 4. It seems pretty good. Yeah. So I like Deathcry. I want to hop over to the next ally again, which is I think the last card or maybe one of the last cards that they show us, but we're getting a new Thor. So tell me about Thor.
Ooh, 4. So he's a 4-cost ally. This is the Odinson 4, if there was any confusion. Why is there a 4 Odinson with 3 forwarding? What is going on? Like, I can take the hero doesn't have 3 forwarding. 3 attack with 2 consequential. So I'm seeing a pattern here. 3 attack, 2 consequential, 4 health. Asgard and Avenger. Love to see 4 in leadership, by the way. That's so exciting. Because now I can have, like, now we've got Iron Man, Captain America, and 4 all in leadership. We can bring the Avengers.
Yeah.
Though I'd have to be, like, on the... I was trying to think, can I get Hulk in with this? But I'd have to play as Hulk. We'll talk about that another time. Forced response here. After he makes a basic fort, discard until you basically discard a minion and get that minion. So his basic fort is kind of like him using Defender of the 9 Realms.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
That's incredibly cool. Whoever designed this, if you're watching, you're probably not. But I think that's maybe my favorite bit of design I've seen in this article.
Yeah.
I just think that's a really unique way to do minion summoning on an ally, but also reflecting the hero. And I also love this hero, so that's especially cool.
Yeah. I will go ahead and say this is my second favorite card in the article. So there's one more that
we haven't seen it yet, have we?
We have not seen it. Yeah.
Cool.
But I love the response. I think it's so cool.
Are you like if I'm playing this guy for 4 cost? I don't really think I want to attack for 3 with double consequential.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could attack for 3, fort for 3, summon a minion, maybe like attack for 3 or then like chump block or something. But I feel like if I'm running this, I want to summon minions. It's kind of what my impression is here. I'm someone who likes to summon minions. Tigra.
Yep.
And I'm going to use this to cover threat removal.
Mm-hmm.
Is what this immediately looks like. If I was the 4 hero, I would love this. Just like Star-Lord is maybe the ally that I would love the Star-Lord ally the most. Kind of slightly unfortunate. Valkyrie leadership starts to look interesting.
Yep.
So any of the minion summoning characters, I think. I mean, potentially. I'm trying to think how much this is worth it. Like, if I use 3 of his hit points to get 3 minions in, it's 3 minions, 9 threat removal, then a chump block. I paid 5. I feel like I definitely need some like proper synergy of minions to make it worthwhile.
Mhm.
It's probably how it should be. Um, I like this. I think the design is so cool.
I do too. I think it's a powerful card for certain decks, but it's not going in all of them, which is right where I want my card designs. My favorite card designs are. Um, just cool, just cool.
Yeah,
Also, Asgard and Avenger traded, so we got that Asgard trait, so we can Bifrost him out, which is kind of cool.
with Valkyrie.
With Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah, with all those characters.
Yeah, right.
We could build support for Bifrost, but
Now that's a bold play. I respect it. I respect it. But yeah, I really like Thor with Tigra. I think that's gonna be a really fun combo there. She's already just so good in leadership as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
But yeah, there's Thor. Also, if there's any way to blank him, I think that could be kind of fun. Like you have attachments that blank
Ooh.
Thor, that could be fun.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm playing Maria Hill, and I have like a bunch of minions from this guy, and I use like the big heady carrot to wipe them out, or use the hard core to wipe them out, and drop a heady carrot on all these things. Maybe because command team could ready Thor up, and I could mass summon them all at once for one big strike. Because she likes command team with shield too. Cersei could get him into play for cheap, so that's kind of fun. Maybe there's like little things here. I think aside from power levels or aside from what decks we might want to use him in like specifically, I think, and even aside from like just the fun of it, this feels like when we got Magneto's hero pack, there were a lot of tools that is something interesting to the aspect, and I feel like he's just very interesting. It's like almost in like a sciencey kind of experiment. What can I do with this? What can I make happen? Way.
Yeah,
So I like that.
yeah, nice. We're gonna go to the last card, which is our team up card for Hercules and Thor. Because we just saw Thor, so we have to see what Hercules and Thor can go. And I don't know if you're familiar with the backstory. I certainly wasn't when I streamed earlier, but apparently whenever they meet, it's like a giant like clash of titans type situation where it's like they just fight.
I know they're rivals kind of thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know all the specifics. Okay, I'll read it out.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you. It's a
Please.
one-cost event called Ancient Rivalry. Asgard and Olympus. So I can actually team building exercise for this with either character, which is kind of fun. Particularly because 4 like team building exercise. Starting to think Hercules might like it quite a lot, is my impression. Or do something when he plays in Olympus, get some reward for it.
Yeah.
Keeping that theory in there. All conspiracy theory. Hero action. Set your discard pile for an identity-specific upgrade and add it to your hand. Ready Hercules and 4. What a weird card, but I think I like it. Readying 2 characters, getting an identity-specific upgrade. The identity-specific upgrades I'm getting, like that I've seen so far, nothing's gonna make a major impact, right? But I could get Lion of Olympus if I need the stat boost. Unfortunately, I couldn't like get Lion of Olympus, attack with the boost, then play the team up and get the ready. Like you're ready that before you can have an attack with it if you get it from here. What are your thoughts on this? Have you got any crazy ideas?
I mean, the identity specific upgrade is a weird thing, and it's one of those that if I just like ignore that part, I still really like the card, right? It's a 1 cost 2 character ready. And so if you can get a identity specific upgrade, which feels like a weird thing, right? Because I mean, Thor doesn't really have anything other than like Mjolnir. If you like hammer throw, use Mjolnir to play Ancient Rivalry and pop it back to your hand, like that's kind of an interesting play line. But he doesn't have like discarded upgrades like Hercules does.
I mean, if you play this early, you could use it to get is it called God of Lightning, God of Thunder, obviously God of Thunder, and you can get your resource generator earlier on 4.
But it's your discard pile.
Well, look here, Nelson. Look here. You could have spent 1 God of Thunder to play a different God of Thunder.
Yeah.
You used this to get 1 back. Okay, I don't know. It is what it is.
I'm looking at it as a 0 cost ready.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the impression I get. I mean, with 4, at least you can hammer throw. Then you could spend the hammer on Ancient Rivalry and get the hammer back. and do it that way, I think you are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I'm 99% certain. Because I sent in the rules question about when a soldier in his arm, and you can spend the arm on his ability to get his arm. So I'm sure you could spend the hammer on Ancient Rivalry to get
Yep.
the hammer back still. So that's kind of something. Not sure how this. It really feels like there's some really good upgrade or something on Hercules that we haven't exactly seen, but it could just be for the line of Olympus. But at least already on a, you know, if it is line of Olympus, I get 4 attack, or I spend this on something else, and I've got 3 attack for 0 cost, and 4's readied up, which is nice. Ironically, like weirdly in multiplayer, if I ready up the other 4 player, but it's not like the turns are weird with team up cards which ready 2 heroes are weird to get the second character to be able to benefit from the ready.
Not if
Like
Hercules
optimally,
is
so that would
tanking
force that.
and he's exhausted.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Though his helmet means I don't need to exhaust to block, but you know,
Only one time. Only one time.
Yes, true. I still got that bigger attack style. I want to use. I don't
Yeah.
want to basic defend. Basic defense sucks. No, it's
It
fine,
does.
but I don't like it. But yeah, I mean, this is fun. This is card you like the most, I imagine.
Nope.
There's more.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more. I'm saving my favorite to the end.
I was gonna say I'm like I like this card, but it didn't like blow me away.
Right.
Okay.
Nah. The other one is I don't know if it's like super strong. It's just fun.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's Ancient Rivalry. I think chat. Yeah, I think I agree with chat. The best use case here feels like Lion of Olympus drawing because it does have that temporary. I would also be interested to see if we have more temporary upgrades in Hercules. That could be kind of fun.
Yeah, that's a real possibility. I guess we should also shout out. You probably did it on your stream earlier. That this can work for Hercules in aggression or leadership, since we have the aggression for ally in the game.
Yeah. Ooh, one last thing that I wanted to kind of touch on here. It feels like a much better card for Hercules, right? If in true solo, like if I'm gonna be running this in true solo, which I think it is viable, I don't want the Hercules red ally really out there. Like he's harder to play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Hercules ally is viable in general, even for the most of the minion summoners. You can totally do it. I have played him, but it's not like I'm going out of my way to do it to enable this team up card. It's quite difficult. So yeah, this definitely feels much better for Hercules. But even so, I've got to play a 4-cost ally while I've got a 4 hero hand size.
Or 3 in aggression.
So there's yeah, okay, aggression feels better, but in the precon here, it's looking like 4. 4 costs for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question that I just came up with. You can trigger this with Hercules and Jane, right? Like the aggression Jane.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes it way more interesting. And that's if they ever did a Jane Foster hero, I wonder if that would work with that. But they might never make one. But that's fun.
So just things to think about. Let's move on to our next card. I do really like this card. It's called Avenge Me. It's a 0-cost upgrade. You can only play it if you have the Avenger trait. Attach it to an ally, and when the attached ally is defeated, you get to draw 2 cards.
Okay, let me just get this through my head. So my identity has to have Avenger. Cool. Slap it on any ally though. The ally doesn't have to have Avenger, correct? That seems fine. And then turn 1 card into 2 cards. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Blocking with allies wasn't very good in the first place. So I'm glad this has helped.
Finally.
This just looks to me like I put 3 of these in my Avenger leadership deck, and I have +3 cards throughout like that deck cycle almost. You know, it won't always line up perfectly. But this seems very, 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 very good.
And take and add one more very based on Skelly's comment here. Avenge Me is amazing for suit up recursion decks. Because it is.
Okay. Very, 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 very. 10 more berries. Very good.
Excellent shout, Skelly,
wow.
by the way. Yeah, that's really good.
That is good. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know. This is
Yeah,
really.
it's good.
I'm gonna say it. This feels. We talked about maybe Hercules. We were looking for like maybe a little bit more source, maybe a little bit more like power. Maybe this is a little bit too much power. Maybe this is where it came from in the playtesting. I don't know. I don't know if I need a way to make my allies start to give me like a little Nick Fury card draw kind of style thing here. Um, I am I'm I'm having thoughts that priority target is a Cyclops card that's 0 cost for 2 card draw, and that is very good. And this feels like the same, but kind of almost more controllable. Although
Yeah.
you can't like trigger immediately, like necessarily. Um. So yeah, I don't know. Good card is good.
Good card is good. I like the fact that you can knock them out via consequential or a chump block. I think both
Mm.
of those are valid options here to play. I still picture me playing a Nick Fury, drawing into this and just playing this on Nick Fury, knowing that he's about to chump block for the villain, and then it's like, oh, I drew 5 cards off my Nick Fury. Sick. Like, I guess like
Yeah,
4 net cards, but
still amazing.
it yeah, it makes it really interesting for the lower hand size heroes as well, right? Because if you have like Hercules, now he's going in with I guess 6 cards in draw 4, chump block, draw 2 more, you have 6 cards. It feels real good. I kind of was expecting there to be more restrictions around what you could play this on, but
Yeah.
this is um I think similar to the next card that we were going to see, which was described as a more interesting, this and the next card, a more interesting version of assess the situation.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep thinking about this card. It just seems so good. Like I'm trying to think like the Avenger allies. They are like them and the Web Warriors are probably like the two trait groups that like are most easily defeated. Like either you're using them without like Mighty Avengers doesn't give a health boost like Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Force makes them take less consequential. Guardians of the Galaxy wants you to stack up like a bunch of upgrades. Like all these things are pushing you to keep them in play. But Avengers, it's like play them, use them as much as you can, use them however you need. So this kind of just suits that. It works well with it, but I just think it makes it even better.
Yeah, yeah, right. Ah, cool stuff. I think it's kind of crazy. And then also just is there any like upgrade synergy in leadership that this messes with at all? I don't know if there is. I think I'm going into
Messes
my
with like
like
I'm probably not playing reinforced suit in this because that's just slowing down or like the ally getting defeated for my card draw. But like I don't know.
yeah. Alrighty. Oh, check out this card.
Oh, okay. Is that Rocket?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, the flavor text. I can hear it. I already regret this. He's just
Yep.
like I hope he's like launching him into battle. Okay, this is a really, 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 really desirable reprint, so this is
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. Very happy
Even
with
if you
that.
like I do two play, and if I've got like a multi aspect, both of us have access to leadership or something. This is a nice card to have a second one of.
Yep.
Um, cool.
And then my favorite card is the Avenger Compound. You want to read me this one?
Oh, my initial impression is going to be like how the X-Men got like a bazillion supports. Maybe Avengers getting a little bit more here too. 0 cost support.
Woo!
That's exciting. The art feels very like vintage, kind of old school, very retro. It's a location. It's Avengers, so you can team building exercise. Play only if you have the Avenger trait. Max 1 per deck. Max 1 per deck. So if I'm in 4-player, we could each have one of these. Am I correct?
Yep.
Action. Exhaust Avengers Compound. Choose. Tuck one ally from your hand here. If there is no ally here, or play the ally tucked here as if it were in your hand. So this is vaguely like resource reserve, but for an ally, like I can stash someone in here for later use.
Yep.
But not, I guess, not pass it to another player, but like I can stash it for later use is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
MK calling out Hulk really likes this. Totally agree with that. I just like the fact that you can store an ally for when you need it. Put Cyclops here, right? So when Cyclops enters play, choose an
Oh
enemy and they all
yeah.
get extra damage. Or because it is an action, you can then play off turn, right? So you can play Cyclops as your first action as the turn. You can play Maria Hill as the first action of the turn. I don't know why. It's just like I love this type of card. I think it's really interesting. Um,
Yeah.
or if you can't
It's so
play
interesting.
the if you can't play uh Thor because he costs 4 and you have a 4 hand size, tuck him here, play him next turn.
Yeah, I feel like that just kind of goes to show the problem Hercules might have playing for. But this card, the more you talk about it, it's really interesting. It's kind of almost, you're saying a more interesting version of assess the situation. It's kind of like I lose something this turn, I get it next turn. There's the cost thing, like the cost to put it down, like 0
Mm-hmm.
cost. But I'm just thinking, my brain went to Avenge allies because we're in like Avenger territory with the name and the
Sure.
play restriction. And I was thinking like Squirrel Girl can be really nice to save if minions are coming out, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's just a few things. Black Panther, I can summon an event I want later on or something. I'm Scarlet Witch. I don't have Chaos Magic. I bank something, wait for Chaos Magic to come along,
Yep.
play that big ally for like nothing. There's going to be a lot of utility with this that'll take probably a deep dive, which I'm not going to do. Sorry, guys, to fully realize. I feel like, but this feels good. This feels really good.
Right?
The
Right?
more I think
Um
about it, I don't know why I said about team building exercise when it was like a 0 cost. I think but if you wanted to, you could.
Avenger. I think it's a target for organizational support. It's a
Oh,
Avenger support, so you can exhaust it to generate
that's
resources if you wanted to, and just like hold on to the ally
that's
for a little bit longer.
that's incredibly good for like combined with Quinjets for Avengers to organizational
Yep.
support. This is the choice. This is the best target they will ever have. Like probably like for organizational support.
Yep.
That's a great shot. It's funny that I was thinking about that for one of the other cards, and now we have it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really fun card. It's interesting. It's one of those max one per deck, like a mansion type situation. So we're going back to the
Mm.
core set where you can only have one of them, but it's not unique, so everyone can have one. Everyone can hang out. Um, I like it. I like being able to save cards to play them at the right time. It makes some of those allies that are like very situational, um, much better. Throw a Jocasta here if you don't have a discard pile. Toss Jocasta here so that when you do have a discard pile, then you
Mm.
can play her and grab the defense event. Or the defense event that you want. Maybe you are running Spider-Man and backflip is not in the discard pile. Wait for backflip to hit the discard pile, then play Jocasta from Avengers Compound to get backflip again. There's just like so many like cool play lines that this opens up because you can choose. You can effectively just say, "I will have this card in my hand at a point."
Yeah, this was a great card to save till last.
Yeah.
You think you said it was last? Yeah, I like this. The more I'm thinking about it, like just keeping the ally for the right moment. It's not like as powerful as make the call per se.
Sure.
Because like you just
Mm-hmm.
can't summon it. Like you have to like lose it from one turn to get it the next turn. I feel like.
It it
Because
the I don't believe it is as powerful as make the call. Yes.
I don't
The
think it should be. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to like
right.
I'm just talking.
The I think the offsetting factor here is that you play it as if it were in your hand. So White Tiger triggers all your wind plate from hand abilities trigger, whereas make the call
Yeah.
it doesn't. So you get like the Med Lab synergies again. But
Mm, I
I
like it.
I like it too. I'm real happy about this card. It's also just like a zero cost support to throw into a deck. I like it's gonna be hard to not put this in a decent number of my Avenger decks.
I mean, I keep thinking about this as a lead, like with leadership, but you could run this with like you talked about Jocasta. I'm betting there's a lot of other like really good combos. I mean, I can even like bank Shark Girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, no, because it's
Glob.
Avenger locked. I was thinking, oh, what if I do some shenanigans? Yeah, no, I can't. It won't work as well as I was hoping. I mean, it will still work with some stuff, but I was trying to think Iceman building up a big combo, but I think
Mm-hmm.
someone in chat did say you could use build support to get it for someone else, but I probably wouldn't use build support on this. I'm too grumpy. I want more value, bigger numbers. but there's still going to be some fun stuff there. You could put Frog under it until you have a minion,
Yep.
and then you get the tufts. There's going to be you put Sunfire under it until there's an attachment. That's going to be
Ooh,
really
that's
good.
good.
That's
That's
big.
real
That's big.
good. Ah,
Mm.
beautiful.
Scrolling. I'm scrolling. There's a lot. I mean, I can probably scroll them all day here, so you can move on whenever. But
You could
um,
do
ooh,
Web Warriors. So you
Spider-Man.
could. So what's up?
I was thinking Spider character too, but I was thinking, you know, the 5 cost Spider-Man Injustice. Wait until you get a side scheme,
Yeah.
and then drop that guy in like big multiplayer. Like he scales his threat removal scales.
And then you also
That could
get
be good.
one effective discount on any ally that you play. Right? Like you lost it earlier, but you're getting that back. So the Spider-Man, you can view it almost as a printed 4 cost on the turn that you play him at that point.
Because he is expensive and sometimes hard to get down, and that will kind of just break up the heavy cost. You know, pay it back later.
Yep.
On his
Yep.
payment plan.
Yep. You could do like any of the Web Warriors that require multiple Web Warriors. I'm thinking like
Yeah.
Is it Spider-Woman Injustice? That is, or no, Spider-Man
You could play her.
Spider-Man Miles and Protection. If you have 3 Web Warriors,
Yes.
you get to stun and confuse. So, like if you draw that and you don't have it, I'm not playing them. It's not worth it. But now I can tuck them, and then I am very excited for a blue a blue red, I think Spider-Woman Web Warrior deck. No, not red.
Ooh.
Green. Because I was trying to get Spider-Woman in there, but that breaks a lot of physics rules. But with Avenger Compound, with the new draw cards, goes Spider-Woman with Avenge Me. So you can Spider-Woman your Web Warriors, you can avenge your Web Warrior allies. So now you're drawing 3 cards whenever they leave play. I just think that'd be fun.
Okay, riddle me this.
Yeah, what's up?
If I use the basic Deathlock ally, I can just find Avenge Me and put it on it, right?
Yeah. Or is it a weapon? Is Deathlock a weapon?
No, after Deathlock enters play, choose an upgrade in any player's discard pile with a cost of 1 or less.
Seems good.
Yeah, effectively would make him a 2 cost, but you get your money back later. Just an interesting thing that popped into my head. You know how it is. Yeah, just seems like some good, interesting tools here. What I really like about Avengers Compound, it maybe turns like some more unreliable stuff, or stuff that's more optimal at certain points. You know, just more consistent, and I like that. I'm thinking about the M leadership ally. Wait until there's a minion appropriate. Yeah, there's some cool stuff for sure here.
Pixie. Like, just anything that has like a condition on it. Compound is pretty good with suit up too. Yeah. Goes.
Could you put multiple man into this, and then when your deck resets, play the one and get the others?
Yep. Someone called that out last stream. I completely forgot about it. I love that shot. I love multiple man so much. And so any ways that allow me to play more multiple man, let's go.
I'm all about playing as many multiple men as you can at the moment. Big on that. Karma, I feel like I could talk about this all day.
Yeah.
I haven't even got the basic yet. There's a lot of ones just, seem very, very good.
And like there's a lot of basic and aspect cards, but also just like identity specific cards as well that
I haven't even got to that.
Yeah, right.
I feel like most identity specific ones are not that situational. There's probably some that are.
Yeah.
But I don't know who off the top of my head right now.
I could see Spider-Woman from Carol being one, just from a like already confused but still a really good card to play, so just hold on to it a little bit. Spectrum ally can be broken with this. Moon Girl, save Moon Girl, love it. Yeah, because if you draw Moon Girl on a turn you're not flipping down, save
don't have enough mentors.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think the Spectrum shout is really good. Wait for that wild resource, then let's go. Yeah, I just had another one in my head. I've forgotten it. There's so many.
It opens up a lot of really cool situations that you can exploit.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
I want to keep looking. We should probably move on. I want to keep looking. I really like this card. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. This makes sneak attack way more consistent. Actually, no, you have to play it from your hand, so you have to play it through this card. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice. Alrighty, so that's all of the cards based. That's coming in the pre-con. Um, we do have a modular set, which does look kind of interesting. So, I guess like
Ooh.
any overall thoughts on the player cards in here that we haven't already talked about, and we've said a lot. So,
Yeah, I'll simply say, if we're including Hercules in the player cards, very interesting ideas. I need to see a little bit more. I'm hoping to see a little bit more, something to give him a bit more oomph to back up
mhm.
those big muscles on the art. The leadership cards I all really like. Interestingly, Death Cry, like in hindsight, one of the I think the four ally just stole the show for me. I think the four ally might be my favorite, followed by Avengers Compound, but those two, I think, are huge standouts that I really like. I think it's gonna be some really interesting decks with those.
Yeah, and Avenge Me is silly. Um,
Yep, I was like, do I talk about this? No.
nice.
It's gonna be very good, very strong.
Yeah. So the back of the pack modular set is called All versus All. Okay.
I love this
It's
already.
it centers around this side scheme. So go ahead and read that one to me.
All versus all. Hinder 2 per person and 2 base threat. So let's say in 2-player, that's going to be 6. Solo, 4, obviously. Force response. After a character is defeated, place 2 threat on this side scheme. When defeated, set all versus all aside. Hazard icon. Okay, so character of any kind is defeated, putting 2 threat here, and that's just keeping that awful hazard out. So you're really motivated to try and get rid of this before anyone is defeated, before allies are blocking. And then what happens?
And then we have a lot of cards that interact with All versus All. Like, and I've already forgotten how to pronounce this. Shoot. Yeah. But this minion is a 2 scheme 0 attack 4 health. When revealed as well as when defeated, find the All versus All side scheme and reveal it. And as a forced response, after they activate, place 2 threat on the All versus All side scheme.
So this can grab it when it's set aside, right? That's what that find is in the when revealed or defeated.
What's up?
Yeah. So if you've already defeated all versus all, she'll bring it back in.
Yes.
But then you defeat her, and she'd bring it back in.
Right. Or you place 2 threat on it. If it's still there.
So it's like bad either way.
Yeah.
I also think the pronunciation is something like Hecate.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah. Chat's helping me.
Oh, chat. I didn't steal that from you, I swear. This seems scary. This seems like a lot of threat. And after she activates, she places threat. So like, there doesn't seem to be like a good way out. There's just gonna be threat. But interestingly, absolutely no threat from like, it's a bad wording. Absolutely no danger from her attack stat.
Other than like adding 2 threat to the side scheme.
Yeah, no danger from the damage.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
absence of damage. Words are hard in Marvel.
But I think there is a play where you reveal Hecate, then you defeat the side scheme, and you leave her around for the rest of the game.
Yes, just Ultra Ego's worse, but you could leave her there.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and Tiger will like that 0 attack minion.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is
Okay,
it,
seems scary. I'm interested.
yeah, is this the first time we are seeing the quote when revealed and defeated? I think so. I don't know if I've seen that wording before.
That flashed through my mind, and then I didn't comment on it, but that's definitely a first. And when we looked at I think we did it individually, but when I looked at the Arkham core stat, I think I also noticed and didn't say they had new phrasing there on some of their stuff, like some of the formatting. So I kind of like that they're experimenting with that. I wanted to comment on Avengers Compound, actually, that they used the tuck word again. It feels like that word's being utilized more and more commonly, but I think it's a good word to use now that we have like established it in the rules. I think it's a good word.
Yeah.
So yeah, rather than repeat or use like when revealed or defeated, like I don't know. I think this is very elegant phrasing that they can they can use this for whatever they want, like in the future. So, and I think it's perfectly clear. So I'm a big fan of that. Scared of this mod set. This mod set feels tricky.
Yep. And the next card does not help at all because we got this guy. Tell me what this brute from Olympus does that you can summon using the labor card.
How do you pronounce this thing? Is it like Kynos? Is it like a silent the second K, or is it like that sounds more accurate to me, more Olympian
Yeah.
to me. Retaliate 1, tough. Victory 0, so at least he goes away. 0 scheme, 3 attack, 7 health. That's not good. He's a brute. There is some synergy there in the game. Forced response. After he activates, place 2 threat on the side scheme. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. At least he doesn't bring the side scheme in, but he's pretty scary with toughness and 7 hit points. And triple boost icons just to make things worse.
And 3 attack. Yeah, he's I do like the victory here. He is a non-elite minion, which I think is really key, especially with all the cards that we have that interact with non-elite minions like coup de grace and stuff like that.
I'm thinking about mind controlling this guy. Now he's my brute.
Now we're talking. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you can grab him with labor. Give him 13 hit points.
Nope. I'm good. Thanks for the offer. Appreciate it. Gonna pass this time, but maybe next time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this mod set is a tough mod set. This is what they're telling me here.
Yeah, and I do like that pattern of putting like some of the harder mod sets in the back of the packs. Like we got Deathstrike, we got Sauron, we got Exodus. I think all of those are back of pack mod sets. And
yeah, Exodus was.
Yeah. They're mean. They're mean. But that's where that's like if you're gonna put them in somewhere, that's where I like to put them because it's just like a cool like extra like challenge to put in there. And typically they are themed to that hero. Like these are Olympus brawlers.
These are cool. I like this. The more I look at this, I like that all versus all side scheme. We talked about it and I was a bit like unsure. That now seems like the easiest card in here. Like if this is my encounter card, solo play, I fought for 4, great. I don't want to see Hecate or Kynos coming around.
Yep, right. And those are the 3 out of the 5 cards that we got to see from this mod set. My guess is that we're going to see some treacheries or something that pulls all versus all back. Or you just even more minions could be fun too.
Yeah. I'm wondering if the name all versus all is going to play into this a little more. Because when I saw all versus all, I was like, is this bringing like Civil War PvP to a mod set or something? And it's after a character is defeated on the forced response on the side scheme. I wonder if there's something that's going to make us be inclined to like defeat stuff before we can remove threat from side schemes or something weird like that. Just to make us all fight each other.
Yeah. It could be like a Gamora Nebula obligation situation where like they fight each other. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking about that recently as well. It's such an interesting like situation, which I feel like, could Hercules do that with 4?
That could be fun.
Their team up is called Ancient Rivalry, and in the Nebula Nemesis step, the treachery is called Old Rivals, just to put some stuff out there.
That would be
it's
really
probably a
cool.
coincidence.
That would be really cool though if Thor is his nemesis.
Because right, like Hercules, if you're gonna like, I mean, maybe it doesn't make sense for a labor, but like he's known to fight for, so that could be really cool. Probably not, but I'd be here for it. And they have a precedent now with Civil War to have mod sets to have like, heroes on the other side of the board.
Yep. Oh, very true. It would be a very like thematic hero to add into this wave from that standpoint, where it's like hero v hero. My challenge here is all versus all with Collector 1.
No. Wait, can Hecate pull all versus all out of the collection?
I think
my question.
That's a good question. See, when defeated said all versus all is side out of play, and I think when defeated happens before a forced interrupt, so forced interrupt would end up in the collection. right? If you defeated all
Mm,
versus all, it would go to the collection.
yeah,
I
I think
believe
so.
Hecate
Actually,
find.
I'm not.
I think the
Mm,
collection
yes, no,
is
you're right.
a in-play game area, so yeah, she could.
Yeah, it is. I was remembering like Nightcrawler stuff because he finds Azazel, his like nemesis, and he can totally yoink that out of weird places. So, yep.
Yeah,
But
so
I'm not planning on playing Collector 1 anytime soon. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
that's fair. Professor Kid in chat, Ares is his nemesis. You can see it on the back of the pack on the store page. So cool.
To the store page.
To the store page. This would be spicy with someone like Zola. There's a bunch of minions in play that you need to defeat in a timely manner before they. Yeah, that's. Dude, I got my teeth kicked in by Zola yesterday. It was brutal.
Oof, he can be, especially solo, like particularly painful.
Store page. So 60 card hero pack includes one complete pre-built Hercules deck, new cards that can be added to any Marvel Champions hero, a Nemesis set featuring Ares. Good call, Professor Kid. Love it.
Right, but we can't see the numbers. I was looking, and there's not. But okay, he sounds like he's gonna have a lot of hit points. God
Ares? Yeah. He would have
of
to,
War,
right?
right?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he is.
He is, yeah. So there you are.
Uh,
That is Hercules. Overall final thoughts or anything that you wanted to say before we log off?
I feel like I've said all my final thoughts really, but just to summarize, Hercules, cool ideas. Want to see more leadership stuff? Seems either very fun or very strong, or both. And then the mod set seems like some crazy weird design, but I'm actually really keen to try it, so that's cool.
Yep. Yep. I think like it can be summarized basically that all three sections of this hero, mod set, and encounter cards all have really cool design ideas in them. And
Yes,
like
100%.
with the new design team kind of taking the helm, I believe this is one of the new designers. I don't think this was Caleb. I think this was somebody else actually. It may have been
I
Caleb.
think
This doesn't.
I feel like I feel like on our interview with Caleb, he said he was like kind of helping some of the new
Yeah.
designers with getting into the hero thing. So maybe he was like assisted on it, but it was probably led by somebody new.
Yeah. Which just
But I could
makes
be
me.
wrong. It could be. Hmm.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but it could be like almost all by somebody new potentially, which would be really. There's definitely new ideas here, which is really cool.
Yeah, and that really excites me from like a player standpoint because there's a lot of cool ideas here, and I'm so excited to like see more from uh the everyone who's taken up the helm of the design of this game. So cool stuff. Nice. Cool. Alrighty,
Yeah.
so yeah, that is Hercules. Thank you so much, Villain Theory, for coming on. We recorded our Shadow of the Cast episode yesterday, not today. But that should be out early next week. We talked about how to know when a deck is good. I'm still trying to make one. It's gonna be a good day whenever that happens. But
You made good
good.
decks. You made loads of good decks.
I appreciate that. Yeah. But I thought it was a really fun episode. So I'm getting that edited and put out. But thanks, Villain Theory. And thank you, chat, for hanging out. And until next time, we'll see you around. Peace.
Bye.